Hello everybody. Today we are playing Call of Duty World at War Zombies, the OG. We're going to be playing all 4 original maps, not including Kino, because even though, well, you guys know the history by now, I'm sure, but we're going to be doing a first stream only challenge, meaning I'm not allowed to buy this barricade, or any of the other barricades on the other maps. This should be a lot of fun, but it will be extremely difficult. That is because, well, for one, Knock doesn't even have perks, but like Quick Revive, something we're used to in COD Zombies, or at least we were used to before they changed how it works, but I don't have Quick Revive. The guns aren't necessarily the best. The only thing that will make this take seemingly long will be that, well, this game was meant to be more tower defense than the fast-paced Zombies experience I think we know now. But with that said, guys, if you're excited for the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really does help out the channel a ton, and I read each and every single comment. With that said, while we're just running around waiting for these zombies here, I do hope you guys have had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. My family has. I know I was going to upload on Christmas, but I ended up spending the time just hanging out with some family. I had some family in. My friend was here a while back, and I got to spend some time with him, and those were days I could have been recording and setting uploads up. Instead, I chose to spend it with them, have a good time, not stress out about anything, so it's just what I did. Plus, to be honest, I got a lot of amazing suggestions for custom maps, and I knew I didn't want to end up uploading on Christmas Eve and Christmas, so I kind of was struck by indecisiveness about what to do, so that's where we are. I do also want to talk about, just because this is so silly, I have so much I want to talk about, I guess I can burn through a lot of it right now. Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Ooh la la. I got Modern Warfare 3, it was on sale for the Steam Winter Sale, so I went ahead and bought it. Okay, so this is my roller coaster so far. First off, just hearing about the game, seeing what it looked like, I hated it. I actually just like really didn't like it. I thought it was gonna be like the, well, it's not even called, what is it? Is it DMZ? I don't think it's whatever the, like, Warzone Zombies mode in Cold War is. I didn't like it. I was a pretty, like, big hater of it. I prefer round-based zombies. And I went into this expecting to hate it. And first impressions, once I got in, I really enjoyed it, actually. It at first struck a lot of the same itches of, ooh, I like having games where I can grind. I like having things to grind for. I'm a big fan of all of these mechanics. This should be really, really fun. And I was really confused at first, and I was enjoying learning, and the reason I didn't want to make it a video is because I knew, like, my first few runs were going to be absolutely horrible. It would border to the extent of unenjoyable. It's just not how I necessarily wanted to do it. So I spend these games learning it, trying to figure it out, and I start reading into it because I feel like I noticed some pretty glaring flaws. And as I'm reading it, dude, I feel like I'm hearing a dog whimpering, like a squeaking noise in the game. And every time I play this game, I feel like I'm noticing these glaring issues. For one, I don't like... Okay, so there's a difference between issues and what I don't like. I feel like I'm too ignorant to say glaring issues, actually. I'm going to retract my statement. I'm only like level 30 or something in it now, right? So I played a decent bit, but not a ton. And so I feel like I shouldn't give an objective, this is the worst thing in the world. So let me rephrase the things that I have issues with. For one, I don't like the point system. I don't love how I can't get just a lot of points just by killing zombies. I really don't like how in every guide I watch it's like, oh, just skip the zombies. I don't like that COD Zombies has now become just skip the zombies. There's like no point to waste your time on it. You need to run directly to an objective, grab it, and there is like a meta of what objectives are better than others. And then I started thinking like, okay, so I kind of get it. Well, at least whenever I exfil, because you exfil, right? And it's an extraction shooter. If you don't know what that means, imagine kind of like what's the really Tarkov, right? Escape from Tarkov, or Dark and Darker is an extraction game. It's not a shooter by any means, but whenever that was popular, it was extraction based. And so like I was like, oh cool, so at least if I upgrade this gun a lot, I can like take it into my next one, and then I can go to like zone 2, zone 3, right? No, I don't get what the point of leaving with a weapon is. All the contraband weapons that you like exfil with or extract with, whatever you want to call it, I think the in-game they call it exfil, whatever you leave with gets reset back down to bottom rarity. In terms of rarity, we're working with the Cold War rarities, so it starts off with white/red tier, and then you have your green into blue into purple into yellow/orange to depict either a tier 5 weapon or a legendary weapon. So it's these it's like I was excited to get like this tier 4 weapon that I wouldn't normally use, and I got it. I didn't get a pack punch because I was like it was like my second run. I didn't get an exfil the first time. I exfil the second time, and I go to check my weapon, and I'm like, huh, it's red now. Okay, well, it should still like be just as strong or something, right? And I go in the game and it's like, no, this is just a common rarity weapon now. So by all means, it's always better just to set your own gun. And like, look, I don't think that COD Zombies needs to be balanced, okay? Let me start with, or at least in terms of nerfing things. I think in COD Zombies, most times you should only ever bring things up, because it's like, I saw this really funny tweet, and it's like, man, who's complaining to Treyarch? The zombies? Also, my voice is going out a little bit, you'll have to forgive me. It's like, it's true, who is complaining? But now, because they have done some nerfs on some weapons, it leaves this really weird power vacuum where, like, some guns, like, I've been using the Renetti dual wield, and I've been using, like, the 50 round mag on it, so it has a ton of ammo. I'm dealing basically 2x damage to zombies because I'm hitting them with both sides of it, and it just feels insanely OP. I'll have a tier 1 pack-a-punched dual wield Renetti, that's my contraband weapon, that I basically get to use on cooldown as long as I'm able to extract, and it will deal more damage. I had a gun called like the Tempest Torrentus or whatever, and I have it pack-a-punch to tier 2. It's a purple rarity, and my tier 1 my pack-a-punched 1 green tier pistol is completely outdoing it. And it feels so weird. That's like, oh, okay, so I guess the mystery box is useless. That's cool. The wonder weapon also feels weird. I've not gotten to use ray gun yet. From what I've heard, it's bad. I can't personally comment on it. I don't know too much about it. But the Scorcher, is that what it's called? I don't. I might be using it wrong. It might be skill issue. I don't like it very much. Now, the one thing I really like about it, and I've not watched anyone play really. I've watched a few guides, but none of them have mentioned this. Probably because it's probably like a TikTok short or something people make. I don't know. But like, obviously, it's really good for movement. That's the whole like aim down part of it. Is it bumps you up in the air, and because you have your parachute and everything. Well, I can't just buy more ammo. Because you have your parachute and everything, you're just good. Like, you just get a free move around the map, and that part I really like about it. I'm a little disappointed in the damage. It just feels weird to use. I don't like how you have to like charge it to shoot it. I'm not a big fan of that. I wish you could, I don't know, I guess I wish you had the option, because whenever you whenever you're out of ammo and whenever you just have like 1 or 2 bullets, it'll do like only a half charge, but I can't seem to like easily do that fast burst, because I would rather have the fast burst. But also the damage on it just feels weird, because it's like a line that goes through zombies, but the line stays. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's fine. There's a lot of wonder weapons I don't like. It's not an issue just in Modern Warfare Zombies by any means, and I do really like how it gives you mobility. It has a tactical use, which I think is really cool. I'm a big fan of that. But I guess I am just fully going into Modern Warfare Zombies. I'll talk about it again in the Modern Warfare Zombies video, which is something we're going to get to if I'm going to make some videos on it. I'm at least going to make a video on it. But anyways, back to what I'm saying. So we went over like the guns and the rarity system. I don't like it because you can just kind of start with an insanely good weapon, and you get to bring stuff from your previous games. Like, you can either make your schematic, but you can start with basically, we'll say, a tier 2 or a tier 4 weapon. I think you can even get like the tools up to tier 4, where it just turns your weapon into purple rarity at the very beginning, kind of like the completing the Easter eggs did on Cold War. Whenever you would complete the Easter eggs, you could start in the game with a higher rarity weapon, right? And remember, rarity versus pack-a-punch is something I'm going to be getting mixed up a lot. Whenever I say tiers, I'm trying to refer to rarity, but I also say tier 2 pack-a-punch. I don't know. I'm just waffling. I'm waffling blood. But what else? So I just don't like what's happening. I feel like if the gun shouldn't have been nerfed, because I don't know, man. Is zombies supposed to be hard? Like, I know that sounds like a stupid question, but is it? Because I feel like all zombies is once you know how to do it, like, obviously you have to spend a few games learning how to run around in a circle, but once you play it enough, like, it's not very challenging. That's the reason why we do challenges, and that's actually something that I'm kind of struggling to figure out how to do in the new game mode. I'm going to get there, I think. it's just a time. I need time to figure out how the game flows more to be able to figure out what would be a fun challenge. But like, for me right now, I know that you can run straight to like tier 3. Okay, this is another thing I don't like. I don't love, I mean, I do like it. It's just, I don't love that you can just run straight to tier 3 and like get, hold, I'm trying to stay alive here. Then like get all the in-game stuff. And I get it. I also don't like the time limit. We're going to talk about that stuff if I don't forget. Can I? Oh, I only have 1 bullet. I was like, can I not reload this? This might actually be GG on knock tier, boys. Hold up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this alive considering a 2-hit down. I need to take a mental note. What was I talking about? I am talking about... Oh, no. I can re-listen to the footage. I don't know. We'll continue on Verrucht. GG, boy. Why am I not dying? Hello? Okay. Thank you, glitchy World at War Zombies. I'll see you guys on Verrucht. Alright, we are on Verrucht numero dos, and I'm going to be continuing the discussion about Modern Warfare Zombies. Look, that's probably going to be a lot of this video. I can't deny that, but I do think that, as someone who's played a lot of zombies, I do have somewhat insightful and valuable opinions. I like to pretend so, at least. Also, do we get the good side? I think so. I think the other side has worse guns. Quick Revive, again, we can't buy it, so it means nothing. But anyways, so as I was talking about with Modern Warfare Zombies, The running straight to tier 3, I don't mind it because I like the skill expression, right? Like, oh, if you're good at the game, you can run straight to the end stuff, right? But, and this is my issue, I don't get the gameplay loop, I guess. Because, okay, let's say we run straight to the end game, we get Giga OP, and we extract with really good stuff, right? We were able to, at the beginning of the game, with our next weapon, start with the, what's it called, like, a tier 4 rarity, fully pack-a-punch, whatever, right? And that lets us go like to tier 3 a lot more reliably at the very beginning, and we just keep extracting with this really good stuff, right? So for one, you have limited inventory, so you can't hold on to all of it. Now you do get schematics, so you don't need to hold on to all of it because you'll just be able to start stuff on a timer, and I don't mind the timer too much. I've been playing Warframe a lot lately, so I've become a lot more used to having timers in premium games. I don't know exactly the time on the timers. If some of them are like absurd, then I would be against, like, for instance, I'm against the 3-day craft time on a lot of Warframe stuff, but I get it. Okay. I take that back. Warframe is not premium. Warframe is free. So yeah, but I get that. I wish they would do it in like a you earn XP to get charges thing with also the time. I don't know. I know they do the timers for the contraband weapons. I've not really used any schematics yet, so I don't know if you get to reduce those timers by playing. But if they're really long, I don't see a reason besides, oh, we're just scared of you being too OP. Like, maybe you could create an item that just lets you fully reset a schematic. That way you can just extract, put it in tier 3 area. But this comes back to my same issue. It's like, okay, so we have limited inventory, whatever, but eventually we get to the point where we're just trying to run straight to tier 3. The point of the game is extraction, right? You're supposed to leave with really good stuff, but if we can't extract anything anymore, I guess it feels like, and this is taking quote-unquote fun aside, right? The only winning move is to not play, because at some point you only have the potential to lose and nothing to gain. Now, I guess that's where camos come in, right? The camo grind. And admittedly, I love the Cold War camo grind. I love the Black Ops 3 camo grind. Those are the ones I'm really familiar with in terms of, there's no point to be doing this dealing with Modern Warfare or World at War knifing. I love the grind, so if the camo grind is your answer, sure, I'm here for it, I'm down for it, but I prefer whenever I can just kind of mindlessly run around in the zombies map. I don't know where you're supposed to just, I guess it's not all kill based for the mastery challenges, the zombies mastery challenge. Again, I don't know them very well, so if that's like your core in-game loop and you have a reliable way to do it and have fun with it, then yes. I guess my issue is I wouldn't have fun, it'd be like if I have infinite perkaholics, I still don't want to start every game using a perkaholic, right? So it's this balance of what the game is telling you to start with this set, become as strong as possible, go straight to tier 3. But doesn't tier 3 just kind of become a joke at that point? I guess it's hard for you to scale your defenses, so even though you're really strong, you can also just die really quickly. I guess that's the fun of it. And maybe I'm really underestimating how strong tier 3 is. Again, I've not really gone there in my games, so I don't know. That's what I'm willing to admit here, is I don't know. These are just my initial impressions. But to say, I like the ability to have that skill expression and being able to run straight through, right? I like that. I just don't understand what my end game grind is. I suppose maybe one of you guys can help me figure that out. Because it's like, you could ask yourself, well, why do you play the Black Ops 3 over and over? Why are you playing World at War right now? And the simple answer is, well, I enjoy the core gameplay loop. I enjoy running around in circles shooting zombies. I enjoy watching round number go up. Unfortunately, I don't get to mindlessly run around in circles in Modern Warfare 3. I don't get to watch round number go up in Modern Warfare 3. I don't get the satisfaction of like pack-a-punching on one of these challenges, right? Where, like, let's say it's a Springfield only challenge and I get to pack-a-punch. That's a really good feeling to me. And I guess your argument could be, oh, well, just restrict yourself to only using like pistols. And yes, absolutely. But I still don't know where I'm getting that sense of achievement. It's like, okay, but I can just kind of make this pistol insanely overpowered at the very beginning of the game. It's like, okay, well, restrict yourself. And I'm like, okay, sure, I will restrict myself. But then, like, what's the point of the game, right? Because like COD Zombies, the point is a high round. It's like, okay, well, I'm for 3 zombies, so I would use the pistol. Okay, we'll say it's unupgraded, unpack-a-punch. I have to make it to tier 3 and extract. It's like, okay, I can do that in like 5 minutes, so I just run straight there, dodge the zombies, hop in. Is my goal in the videos to like try to exfil with a certain thing, a certain value of items? I guess I don't know what my goal is, because the whole goal is just to acquire more loot, but eventually you get too much loot and you start making the arbitrary challenges, but the game isn't measured in just being able to survive as long as you can. The game is measured in an ability to exfil and survive until the end. But there is an end that you can just get to just by running around in a circle. It doesn't seem like you can't progress rounds by not killing zombies in this game, you know? I can't just decide to do nothing and win. and yet in the Modern Warfare 3 zombies, I feel like I can do nothing and win. And that's weird to me, and I think it comes from me maybe trying to make it into something it's not, right? Maybe I'm looking too hard for round-based zombies rather than just enjoying, oh, it's an exfil shooter, you just extract the stuff. And I have that confusion, I guess, of like, okay, I get it. I play Warframe, which is not an expo shooter, but you get on a map, you run around, do your stuff, get mods, get your XP, get your credits, and then you leave, you make your character stronger, you come back, and you come back. And I get it in that game, and it's very similar, unironically, to COD Zombies. I know it sounds like a weird comparison, but in the new COD Zombies, it's actually, to me at least, pretty similar to Warframe. In terms of, like, it's just, oh, I'm just running around the map getting more stuff. The thing in Warframe is I have these reach things I'm searching for. Apparently the ray gun isn't even good, so it makes me wonder what I'm reaching for there. I don't value the Scorcher any more than its utility rather than its damage, so I don't know what I'm reaching for there. So regardless, suffice to say, I do have a lot of these issues, and I actually... Okay, one more thing. I don't like the time limit. I think that's one of my big issues. We just removed the time limit, and maybe made it to where the zombies just naturally got harder over time, I might enjoy that a bit more. I just want... I'm not at the point where it's insanely hard yet, but I have a trouble. Dude, are you kidding me? I get blocked off by that? Okay, we're going on to the next map. I know, Modern Warfare Zombies are rambling. We're going to continue it. I should be done by Dirty, something like that. But we'll be back in just a second. Alright, we are on Shinonuma. This one should be the second easiest one, I think. I don't know, maybe third easiest. Verk was definitely the hardest because it's such a tiny area. But here we have, ooh, the Goer. I love the Goer. We have like a pretty big area. I don't think you start split off on this map. Do you? You might. Actually, I think you do. But this is a decently big area. There's definitely room for us to train, so we should be on here a while. That's why I don't mind the Verk one only being 5 minutes or whatever, around 5, because it's like, it's hard, man. It's hard, and I take no shame in that. But back to the Modern Warfare 3 Zombies discussion. And I hope that, again, because I'm probably going to talk about all of this and more, with a bit more refined opinions in the Modern Warfare 3 Zombies video, whenever that comes out. This is going to be like the very rough draft. I'm very liable to change a lot of answers, because I'm hoping, for instance, what I'm about to talk about right now is I don't know how hard the end game is. I know I mentioned this a bit, but I don't know with that, like, how the timer should work. I just think the timer should be longer, but by that point hopefully I will be in Act 3 more, or Zone 3, and not just by running there and kind of cheesing it, which is totally valid. It's a co-op era, it's a PvE game, cheese as much as you want. I just don't find a lot of joy in that. I like to go a bit more natural. Right now I've been spawning with like a thing to upgrade my weapon to green or blue, and then like a single pack a punch on it, so I mostly get to skip Zone 1, but I have a lot of fun in Zone 2 and trying to progress into Zone 3 by the end, right? And hopefully I'm able to do that a lot more consistently, because right now I'm realizing I feel like I'm constantly running out of time. Whenever I feel like I'm about ready to go into Zone 3, I find something to maybe upgrade my starter weapon to blue, because remember I'm using the dual pistols, and I'm able to get Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. By that point I kind of start trying to push into Tier 3, but even then I struggle a bit with it, because I feel like I have a hard time getting points and everything, even though I feel like I'm constantly doing contracts. I think that comes down to like, oh, you're just doing the wrong contracts as a solo player. As a solo player, you only want to do this, this, and this contract. And so maybe it's just a bit more like coming down to efficiency, which I think is fun. I think that's fine. Also, man, I don't like how they're already walking without their heads. That's going to be brutal. Moving on. What's this one? Arisaka? Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't remember this gun. This must be, I mean, it sounds like it'd be a Japanese gun. The Arisaka, it sounds like it'd be traditional spoken Japanese. So we're on the map in Japan. We're at the Rising Sun facility, which is I want to say, division of Group 935. I think they ended up working together with them and kind of consolidating, but it could be an entirely different organization, like how the Americans ended up being their own separate organization and try to develop their own ray gun, etc., etc. But I'm pretty sure Rising Sun was working very closely with 935 to the point where I think they might have even been together. But maybe not, because then Tokyo would have had better relations and not have to like spy on Group 935 for the Emperor. Anyways, back to Modern Warfare 3. I would love for there to be a time limit increase, I think, because right now I just wish there was a little bit more time. I wish I didn't have to like see the people running around my games. That's just old man yells at sky moment, I guess, because I just am so used to playing zombies solo at this point. I mean, none of my friends are really interested in Modern Warfare 3 zombies. If we want to play, we play on like Black Ops 3 custom maps, but they don't really want to spend the money for something that probably I'm not going to be playing in a month or two, but there's a chance I end up loving it, because I am. It's what I want to do. I'm actually really enjoying it again. The second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth games I found pretty miserable after the first one. But then I started to be like, okay, I'm learning more, I'm enjoying it. And same thing I always tell, like, if my wife wants to start a new game, she tries really hard to get into gaming, but she'll be, you know, understandably bad at a game at first. She hasn't been playing since she was a kid. She just got into games recently. So it takes her time to, like, learn these habits and build them up. And it's a lot slower whenever you're an adult, because you just don't necessarily want to be, like, as good. Like, you're fine with not being as good as an adult. You're not looking up guides non-stop. Like, I know I'm very hyper-focus. I hyper-focus pretty hard, so whenever I want to get good at it, I'll look up guides non-stop, and I don't know why I do that, but I try really hard just like to be good at games. It's something I enjoy doing, is being good, but not everyone's like that, where they're just constantly, dude, this, I don't know what gun to use here, actually. Definitely not the Arisaka, I feel like, but the Gewehr also does not feel very good. I do like how quickly I can shoot it, but the body damage is just absolutely nothing. But again, it would be embarrassing if I said this one was going to be really easy, and I end up losing on it really bad. I hope that this one is, like, at least to round 6 or 7. I'm hoping I can make it to at least round 10 on Doris. Anyways, Marvel Vs. Zombies. I'm actually really enjoying it, and I want to make videos on it, but it comes down to I don't even know what would be interesting, because it feels so, I can't say arbitrary, because it's just as arbitrary in this game to lock yourself to a pistol only, but it's like, what do? I can't upgrade my weapon rarity? That doesn't sound as fun as pistols only. It's like, you're objectively, in this game, with enough setting up, I get incremental power specs, I guess, is the big thing. Like, oh, I can get double tap, boom, my pistols are stronger. I can get speed cola, okay, that's another upgrade. I can get my stuff stronger. I can't even go freely buy perks in the game because I have to travel half the map to get them, and they don't, like, it just, I don't know, you just have to travel so far. You can't just run and grab perks. It's also, again, that time limit. Ooh, we have dogs on this map. These dogs can one-shot, I think. Ooh, second round dogs are definitely going to get me. I don't know if, oh my god, where? What? How? What? That's not how that works. We also have an insta-kill, I suppose. But the zombie, I saw the flames right in front of me, or the sparks, not flames. How did he get on that side of me? That actually doesn't make any sense to me. Please let me take you down before the insta-kill wears off. I don't know how we got that insta-kill. I don't know if we carried that over from last round. Also, if you notice at the beginning on Nocturne Totem, you have the timer for insta-kill, like insta-kill, colon, the time. But in this one, it actually has the implement at the bottom. I don't know which way it was on Verrucht. But anyways, very cool. DLC 2, because I think we only had 3 DLCs. But yeah, I just wish the timer was longer. I think it'd be a lot more fun. But like, you're objectively using a, strictly speaking, worse weapon. It's going to be hard for a tier 1 base, you know, common to deal even close to as much damage. And it feels like it might border on that line of not impossible, but oh great, it's going to take me 10 minutes to kill a single zombie. It's like doing a melee only challenge on a map without like a good melee weapon. It's like, oh, you're just going to be slowly killing zombies one by one, and it's not going to be fun or interesting to watch. It's going to be miserable. So it's like, I just don't know how to make it interesting. I don't know what kind of gameplay loop I can hone in on to do that. I get it for this, you know? Like, because it'd be the same if I said, ooh, I was going to say I don't buy any perks, but I feel like it'd be more like, oh, I don't buy a single perk, which I've done a no joke challenge before. I just recently did a Die Rise no perk challenge, and I have fun with those, but it's on, except for the Verrucht one, which was like my 2nd or 3rd video ever. It's a really old one. But it wasn't 2nd or 3rd. It had to be like top first 20, probably first 10, honestly. I don't know. Ooh, we're gonna hit round 7 though, I think. Nice. So it'd be like if I was like, okay, we're not gonna buy any perks on this map where you don't have a way to get perks. You know, all the maps you have ways to get perks, like Die Rise. That's why it's fun, because it gives you a goal. Your goal is to get perks with the game using a secondary method. It's like, oh, you're just not allowed to upgrade your weapon rarity? That feels boring. It'd be like if I was like, okay, boys, I'm only gonna use the M1911 and nothing else, no perks, no nothing. And it ends up being like, let's say I'm good enough to not die, but I'm literally spending 8 minutes per round. It's not very fun to see me, like, let's say, you'd have to even do it on a map, or like, because you're going to run out of ammo in the M1911, man. It literally, like, can't kill anything. I just feel like that's what it would be. I would run out of ammo, and I'd have to run to an ammo crate, and then it would just be repeating that. And that doesn't sound very fun. It's like, well, if I make it just extreme, oh, please don't go down right now. Ooh, this is not a great situation to be in. It's like, okay, well, use just pistols only then, right? Pistols only, or you use assault rifle only, or maybe it's like you focus on a single gun, and you do gun highlights. That one I get. That one sounds good. That's a good idea. Write that down. You know, it's like, ooh, this weapon is the most overpowered, which I'm probably going to start with. I'm probably going to be, you know, because here's the thing. I know all of us, like old zombies, the people who watch the Modern Warfare Zombie, I see the way those videos are titled and thumbnail. I am no stranger to clickbait. I think clickbait is healthy. It's how you get people interested in the video. It's basically just marketing as long as you're not lying, right? It's like, this is your way to make your video seem interesting and exciting. I'm just saying, I see the way they do their thumbnails. Nothing against it. I see the way they do their titles. Nothing against it. But you know, I don't see any reason, I don't see any need to innovate in an industry that I am not quite used to in terms of Modern Warfare Zombies. So I'm just going to be like, yeah, strongest weapon. I'm going to talk about the Renautis, because I know people are talking about the Wasp, and I think that they deal pretty similar damage. I saw it on a Reddit post that they're like almost the same. It just comes down with your like burst fire, whatever. And I didn't have the Stinger unlocked, the WSP Stinger. So I was like, okay, then this is what we'll use. And it feels really good, so I'll start with that. And it's like, okay, I do weapon showcases, and then my goal is just what? So then it's kind of like Binding of Isaac, where it's like, okay, your goal is to make it to the end using whatever resources, but I can just spawn in with all the resources, right? So it's like, okay, maybe I don't spawn with all the resources in. Is there any resources I can make for myself? Probably not. But then it's like, okay, well, I'm guaranteeing not to be able to just find certain perks. There are going to be people in the game who are just borderline stronger than me. The game's not meant to be where you can, in Isaac, you know, on one run, I can get strong enough to beat all the in-game bosses in a single run, not even joking. I feel like that'd be rather hard, for one, just because of a time limit again, because Binding of Isaac doesn't have a time limit. Some runs are 30 minutes, some runs are literally 2.5 hours long. It just depends. And I would run out of time, so it might be like literally every video ends in zone 2, and there's just nothing I can do about it. And I don't know exactly what to do in that situation. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that would just be boring. You want to watch creators go like to zone 3, right? But I feel like it'd be the same thing every game. Like, oh, start with everything, go to zone 3, run around, grab stuff, extract. And it's like, you don't even kill zombies for a lot of it, which is another reason why I make my videos the way I do. It's why I don't do a lot of cuts and edits, because even though running around training zombies is boring, yes, and I try to minimize it in my videos. Oh, we went down. It is what I enjoy. That's why I don't do cuts. I don't do edits, because the zombie killing is important to me. It is fun. I will see you guys on 2008’s. Alright, we are on 2008’s, my personal favorite World at War map. Surely a lot of your guys' personal favorite World at War map. The map where Pack-a-Punch got introduced. It's absolutely brimming with flavor? Maybe that's the term I'm looking for? I'm not so sure. I actually play this map a lot in the Black Ops 1 version because I didn't own any of the DLC, but my buddy, he had the last one, and it came with all the World at War maps, which I think was really cool. I like whenever they do stuff like that and like bring all the old maps. It would have been really cool in Black Ops 2 if they brought like the Black Ops 1 maps over. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But anyways, so I ended up playing this map a lot because I surely was not going to be playing Moon. No siree, that was much too complicated for me as a kid. Dude, I got on Area 51 and all of a sudden a lot of zombies were attacking me. That freaked me out kind of in and of itself. And then I hop in the teleport, all of a sudden I can't breathe. I feel like, I don't know, man, it stressed me out. But in terms of Modern Warfare Zombies, and if you skip to 2008’s, you might be like, oh, Modern Warfare Zombies, is that what we're talking about today? Look, I don't feel like I have much more to say. I enjoy it. We're going to see how it goes. But I feel like I've covered all my bases with it. We'll have some more detailed thoughts in the video itself, but I don't know exactly when that will be. Embrace the Trinity in true power will obey you, will be you. The Trinity, like, I understand the religious, like, the Trinity, but what is the COD Zombies Trinity? What? This is surely before they had more of the story plotted out, right? I don't know. Is the time frozen here? Yeah, time is frozen on the original 2008’s. Hold up. I need to not be using my knife. I do this every single time. There's no point for me to be trying to use a knife. No point for me to try to use a Kar 98K. Let's go straight for the Gewer, a gun brimming with personality. I like the M14, the Olympia, but I love the World at War starting weapons. They're so much fun. I've really been enjoying being able to use them in this, even though we don't get to use them on any one individual map for too long. It definitely is a lot of fun. But we'll use the Trinity. I don't know, man. Maxis, Richtofen, Samantha. I don't know. That's maybe. Look, they did not know about Monty or freaking Shadow Man at this point. I think it's just like they're trying to put religious subtext in it because they didn't know like what direction the game was gonna go. I don't blame them. We got 935. I never noticed like when they set this like the building blocks for story stuff in. I guess I never know how early they really start with it. Because I always think the story was mostly developed in Black Ops 1 and like for, I mean, I think that's true. The first quote-unquote the first Easter egg I think is Flytrap. Like the first actual main story quest Easter egg would be on Ascension. And that one is actually rather short, I think. I wonder I wonder if it's good for the game to have 4-player Easter eggs. As a solo player, immediately my thought is like, no, everything should be able to be completed in solo. But I also don't like Easter eggs, so maybe my opinion's not worth too much there. I don't know, I feel like everything, it's good for it to be completed solo, but isn't there something like special to the stuff that requires you to have multiple people? You know, like, I don't know, because obviously do you want an achievement locked behind that? Do you want achievement that people, I guess, without friends just can't do? That's weird to think about, but it's so cool. Like, I remember whenever I played Destiny 2 whenever it first came out, and I didn't play Destiny 1 at all, but like there was this, there was the raids, I think. I'm pretty sure they're called raids in Destiny. And like we had to get a group together and we had to do these like puzzles and stuff, and it was miserable, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, like getting a group together and doing stuff, you know, like raids and stuff in MMOs are always having to do with a lot of people, and I get Easter eggs in a raid, but I feel like there's something special about whenever you have to do something with other people that requires like some amount of coordination. To be fair, with Easter eggs, you require a good amount of coordination. Like, look, I even though I don't personally enjoy like doing them, I love watching them. I love watching the hunts, everything like that. So it definitely makes me start like thinking like, man, are we missing a part of like something special? I also just wish there were Easter egg quests the way there used to be. You know what I mean? Not ones that like the game guided you through, like ones with proper hunts and everything, because like Cold War, I'm pretty sure Cold War didn't have any quote-unquote proper Easter eggs, right? You could get to the boss fight in Exfil just following what the game literally told you to do, which, like, I guess there's no big issue with. I guess there's no fundamental issue with. That's a Car 98K. I guess there's no fundamental issue with that. But it's a lot less exciting. It's a lot less fun. And I think the game should absolutely be accessible to new players. And maybe that is a big part of that. Ooh, double points. Looky there. ×4. Whoa. Ooh, good. No dog run on round 5. There's hope yet. But what am I saying? That... Hold. I lost my train of thought. Double points really did a number on me, because I started thinking, like, what if it gave it ×4? I don't know. I was talking about 4-player Easter eggs. Are there something special to... Oh, yeah. Like, I get that COD Zombies should be more accessible and easier to get into, but is completing, like, the quote-unquote end game of COD Zombies, which is doing Easter eggs, really necessary to make super easy? Isn't that part of the like appeal of it? Is like, oh, I have something to reach for. Like, whenever I get really good at the game, the hard thing for me to do will be completing an Easter egg eventually. You know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be something you can just necessarily do on like your first or second or even third time. And I feel like on the Cold War maps you pretty easily can. I'm pretty sure I'm not misremembering it. I feel like the Cold War, doesn't it guide you all the way through the Easter egg? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking about like to get Pack-a-Punch it guides you through. But I really, maybe it's like it tells you you need to have the, uh-oh, am I DED dead here? Hold, can I sprint please? Stop trying to reload the gun. Thank you so much. Maybe it's just like it guides you through Pack-a-Punch, or maybe it'll just like upgrade the DIE, we'll say on Die Machine, and it doesn't tell you how to do that, so people have to search and figure that out. I'm pretty sure the character's voice lines will guide you through how to do it. Oh no, my dog. My dog is barking. Pumpkin, no. I feel like saving the nuke for the dog round isn't going to do much, but hey, we'll see. We'll see how long I can say. It's actually just going to disappear before dog round, isn't it? I think this is going to be the end. I'm not going to lie. I don't think we have an extraordinarily high chance of getting out of this dog round alive. I need to figure out if there's a way that I can, like, position myself to where I can have the best chance of actually being able to kill it. I don't think that like buying another weapon and swapping to it is going to do me any great saving here, because the Car 98K, I'm just never going to be able to actually get a kill with it, I think. I feel like if I just can land every bullet and just kite them to an extent, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? I feel like I just have to be able to manage my movement. I feel like this should be the last one after like I kill this one. I just have to... Please. Oh my gosh. Hold. I'm clutching. I'm actually insane. Heal. This is last dog here. Surely one dog isn't killing Pumpkin. No, ma'am. Sorry, my dog's name is Pumpkin. She apparently hears me talking about killing the dogs, and she doesn't want to hear that. I can't believe I just did that, by the way. You guys have no idea how many attempts I've done beating that dog round, because I really wanted to try to get to round 10, which I've given up on, and I was like, this is going to be the final attempt at Der East. The only map I think I've had to do another attempt on. I'm pretty sure all the others were just first tries. In fact, I'm 100% sure. But this one I've been like, I really want to beat the dog round. But I was like, this is the final attempt no matter what. I'm a little bit more tired. Maybe my voice sounds a little bit different in this part. But yeah, I am actually really happy we beat that dog round. That took a lot of thinking and strategizing to eventually. I know it's not stupid. Oh, just get to the area where you can kind of kite around the dogs. But look, I'm not too smart. Okay, let's put it that way. That was yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm definitely gonna go down just right here though, huh? I feel like I just cannot kill the zombies fast enough, and with a 2-hit down, it's just so hard. Is that an insta-kill? Ooh, that helps me kill the zombies a little bit faster. I'm gonna get down here though. Yeah, GG. I did my best. I feel good about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the World at War first stream challenges. I had a ton of fun with them. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I just said that, but if you did, please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, have a good night, everybody, and take it easy.